Right, when we get a new building, oftentimes we need to create reoccurring work orders, and the reoccurring work order is essentially how we track exactly that, reoccurring work orders at properties. These are things for like monthly janitorial, fire extinguishers, fire escapes, boilers, usually for central heating systems, backflow prevention devices, typically on buildings of like 5 units or more, or commercial buildings or things with commercial restaurants, and or boilers usually have the backflow prevention device, which is a device that prevents water from the building from backflowing into the city and contaminating the municipality's water system. Other things are fire systems and sprinkler systems. So I'm going to make a reoccurring work order here. This is a new property, and it is going to need fire extinguishers to be serviced. So fire extinguisher annual certification. And then this is going to be 1 month, and this was last done June 29th, so June, we'll do this in August, since it's August now, and this is for 370 Ellis Street, and the vendor is going to be Fog City Fire. Okay. I'm going to make this done. I'm going to click the Post Work Order Now button because we need it done. Yes. And then I'm going to go into the work orders, find this one that I made, and I'm going to email it to Fog City Fire and maintenance on site so they have it as well. Send. Okay, that one is good. And then we need to do, I'm getting this one through a notice of violation. Typically these should come through the onboarding report, and you'll get a report which spells out exactly which components the building needs to be set up reoccurring, and I will walk you through one of those reports as well. But the idea is when we get a new property, we need to make sure that we're identifying all the reoccurring needs and getting it on the right path. So this needs annual date. This is 5-year sprinkler service. Okay, and I recently had International do this, so new service request. Whoops. I'm going to make new reoccurring work order, and then repeats. This one's every 5 years, and it actually, AppFolio doesn't have a mechanism to do it that way. So I'll just put post manually, and then 5-year sprinkler certification. Last service date 2014. Okay. Let's see. Okay, that's the fire extinguisher. This is this one, and then that's the fire escape, which I need to make as well. So let's do this one. This is going to be the same property, 370 Ellis Street, and the vendor for this one is going to be International Fire. I like them. for this type of stuff. And I'm going to mark done. Post work order now. And I'll make a reoccurring work order. Start date 18. Escape certification every I could do it that way where I set the start date for the 5-year thing out in advance, and this one already has one. I'm ready, so that's one way to do it. Vendor. This is Great Fire Escapes. And just made them a work order, so that one's been done. Great. Now I'm going to just make a couple for another property. 5/18, save that date. May. Service Fire. This is 1051 Post Street. This is Fog City Fire. Oops. I have a special clipboard thingy that lets me grab a lot of old stuff. And then we need a fire. This was done in 16, so this is going to be, it's fine. Doing things really isn't end of the world. 3 seconds. This one was 1051 Post Street. And Great Escapes. So we have an inspection done on the properties when they first get onboarded. Which should capture all these issues, so it's not me always knowing in my head when we dispatch somebody when we first get a property to do like a review of the property. They do an inspection and it answers all these questions and picks the dates and stuff. But we will need to know like the reoccurring timeline for each specific thing. It was done. This is cool, and that's pretty much it. I mean, janitorial, landscaping, all that stuff, setting up vendors, and it's really just about incoming properties. And like I said, you'll see an email in here. This is the report that ends up coming through to the email. has janitorial. Here's the janitorial service, etc. Needs landscaping. Okay, so we need to get a landscaper. Does it have a fire sprinkler system? Okay, like so, you'll see one of these come through your email when we onboard the properties and have them initially inspected. And then this is how we're effectively setting up the reoccurring maintenance. So if you have any questions about this, just let me know. Thanks.